concrete can impact your life. And you're probably wondering, how is that possible? Well, that is possible because you have roads, houses, and even today, you are standing on a slab of concrete. Now, what is concrete exactly? Well, according to the University of Memphis, concrete is limestone, ash, sand, and water. Now that we know what concrete is, I'm going to explain to you the tools that you are going to use, the process of how to pour concrete, and the types of finishes that are available to you. Alright, in front of me, I have some tools. I'm going to be able to use a broom, boards, a float, an edger, gloves, and my boots. And then there is the bull float, the screed, the come along, the sledgehammer, and the trowel machine. Trowel machine, I know it looks kind of like a little upside down helicopter, but it is useful. And step one, I'm going to set forms. You do so by building a box out of wood and then stabilizing it to make sure that all of the wood is leveled. After that, you install your rebar. You use wire ties to tie the rebar together. Step two, you start pouring concrete. Now, according to the Concrete and Construction Handbook of Engineering, the second edition, the prime weather for concrete is 65 degrees. It can be as high as 95 degrees or as low as 45. They say it's because the water does not evaporate so the concrete wouldn't dry. I personally think it's because the workers don't want to work in that type of weather. Now pouring, you're going to use the come along to fill in your form with the concrete. Then you are to take your float and float the edges, like so. It's basically what you are doing is you are leveling the concrete with your board to make it the same height. This is important because it makes you have a gauge for a screed. Anyways, the screed is basically it's a motorized machine that you're going to pull across the center of the concrete in order to level it out. And then after you do so, you're going to use the bull float. Basically, the bull float, if you don't remember, is a giant, extra large float that's attached to a broomstick that you glide over the surface to make it smooth. After, it also brings water to the surface. Then you are to use your trusty little edger. This is my favorite tool. And you place the curved end on the board. The concrete's on this side. And you move it back and forth. Mm-hmm. This separates the concrete from your board. It also creates a nice little curve for your finish. And that leads me to my third thing, which would be types of finishes. As you can see, there are many types of finishes. The most common for slabs and in houses is the float trowel finish. That is made by the trowel machine. Remember the little upside down helicopter thing? Mm-hmm. And it makes it smooth. The most common finish, though, is the broom finish. Basically, you are going to take your broom and just drag it across the top of your concrete slab. This is most commonly found in driveways and sidewalks. Then there is stamped concrete. Stamped concrete is applied by you put a stencil on top and it makes a nice little pattern. It's a little more expensive. To wrap it up, I went over the tools you will need to pour concrete, how to pour concrete, and the types of finishes that are available to you. Now you know how to pour concrete and how it impacts your life. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Is that work that you've done?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's actually poured that driveway.
This is my grandpa's driveway.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So, do you and your brothers, like y'all's family, do y'all ever hire contractors, or do y'all just do it yourselves?
We mostly do it ourselves.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Because you pour concrete, he paints. I don't know if the other one does, but like you'll have like a whole. Well, he hasn't given a speech yet.
Yes, it did. Daddy's assistants. First aid.
You did. You don't need a doctor either.
You don't need a doctor either, right?
All of our projects are family affairs.
That's so cool. That's really cool. I like that.
So we had this is my grandpa's driveway. We had our uncle involved. Everything.
So really, like y'all's whole family.
Oh yes.
That's really cool.
Wow.
My family hates each other. That's awkward.
Like, you don't hate anyone.
I don't.
Any other questions? Why is it when you walk on concrete, it's uneven sometimes? Is it because they didn't use a broom? The concrete is uneven and you begin to step and it's on different levels. Some is grainy, some is smooth.
Okay, most of it is because it's settled. And that's one reason you put rebar in, is because it helps transfer weight of objects on top of the surface, and it also helps with settling. Also when you, basically it settles, and sometimes you'll have a cold place. That means that most of your concrete is dry before your next truck could come in and you didn't.
Oh.
That can also cause settling.
So how do you compensate for that?
You smooth it over the best you can.
Oh, okay.
And hope no one notices.
And hope nobody notices, okay.
So it sounds like it's from a poor job, like a not that great quality.
No, accidents happen. Trucks break down. We actually had a problem with a truck that came in an hour late. Yeah. So.
I like the stamped, naturally. I like the stamped concrete. I mean, is that very hard to do? Is that why it's so more expensive to do?
Yes.
Really?
You have to buy the stencil, and I have personally never done it, but I have seen it done before. And the stamp costs money.
I
And
love that. Right? I would go for that one.
I like the broom.
But I'm the one, when I was a kid, after it was done, I just had to put a finger, a foot, my initial.
Why are the roads that they pour with concrete in Houston so bad? They never last. They're always working them and reworking them. Are they doing something wrong when they're pouring? Are they pouring concrete on the roads?
It might be. Mostly that is because of the ground moves in Texas, and concrete does not expand and contract as well as asphalt.
Oh.
So it cracks.
Yes, so
Oh, so it cracks.
Why don't they have asphalt here?
I have no
They have
idea.
some of it, you know. You're right, it's real
Right,
smooth.
it's real
And then
smooth.
you
And then it jerks, it's weird.
right back on concrete. I think it's environmental, it might be
I can
the
explain
weather.
that. In the Texas heat, when we were leaving for Hurricane Rita, the asphalt actually melted to the tire.
That's why they need it.
Okay, guys, what are you saying, Natasha?
are also rubber because they have to have gaps for air,
Oh, okay.
and you have to have expansion joints.
Mm-hmm.
In asphalt, it naturally has, it has holes in it and cracks for the air to escape when the tire goes over top of it, so it makes less noise.
Okay.
Your husband is gonna love.
No. If the guys will let her get married. Marry my sister.
He's gonna have to do something to get out of it.
Yeah, but you're also like concrete.
Bring it back here and have Dr. Lee talk to you.
That's awesome.
Any other questions? Lily?
Y'all where the highways sound like that here?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, we've broken our heads trying to figure out why the highways here sound like that. We thought
No,
it was a car. Yeah, the highways don't sound like that anywhere else. It's just here.
When you're on asphalt, you don't really hear anything. It's so
Also, the finish that they use, run a machine over it that has grooves in it, that also make it.
I figured it was the heat, that's why I don't use that.
Wow. Any other questions? Thank you so much.